So just take the sides off. Now, what you got to do, because of your sprues, you can't just start banging on this or you'll separate. And because your sprues will lift, and now you're off your cast. If it comes off the cast, I don't care what you do, you're never going to get it to go back on that cast properly. It's still going to have a little lift to it. And if it's 1 millimeter in the back, it's 3 millimeters in the front. So if I lift, I never, because I like to remount every single case, because now I can go on excursions. So I don't try to do excursions with my setups. I just get close. But I'm going to work excursions afterwards. And it's just totally ridiculous. When I go to open this, you got the plastic here, and you got the stone part here. I'm actually going to let the plastic get released last, because if I do the plastic first, when I flip it over again and put pressure on it, it's going to push it right back on my plastic, and then I got to bang on my plastic. So I'm going to do the plastic last. So I'll put this little sleeve up here. You can do a cup, you can do any kind of things here, and just put it in any kind of clamp. Believe it or not, we even have a little clamp.
Little hand brace.
We can even do a little clamp. We can do this little clamp here, and we can do it like this. This plastic thing gives too much on me, and I don't like it because it'll lift off my model. But they make ones that don't have the plastic. That's all metal. Those are the ones I would get, or a regular.
Most labs, so if you do press packing, you got a big boy in there.
Yeah, you got a big boy. Just a regular flask.
Just any type of clamping thing.
So all I'm doing is making sure the white sleeve is in the stone area. It can't be touching the flask because I'm going to lift the flask up. If any of you have ever been around long enough, which I don't think you have, the Hanauer used to make a little metal frame that you slid it in and you screwed the top down, and you had two chisels. You went to each side and you went bam, and then you flipped it over and done it again. Same technique. You're just taking the flask away from the stone. So right now I'm holding the stone down, and I'm just going to put my screwdriver in like that, and I'm just lifting it. That's all I'm doing. See, it's loose. So now I'm going to push it down. This is where I'm saying, now that I flip it over, guess what? It's going to push it all back down again. Like I said, when you turn this thing, it moves that little disc. So a lot of times you're on the metal and don't even know it. And instead of going like this, I go sideways because it gets the widest part in there, and I don't mess up the sides of the flask slugs. That's it. So now, all I'll do, see this one's loose. And then I just use my fingers like a tripod thing. That's it. And then I throw these in water, and they'll be clean in a few minutes. So it's kind of nice. Now I got to get this thing off. I'm going to take a big disc. I'm going to go cut it right quick. And then I'm going to disc the sides, and I'm just going to break it away. I got an air chisel. I can do an air chisel. But to me, if I break away most of it, it makes the air chisel faster. So if you want to follow me,